Hi guys.
Hi.
We're here to tell you about what just happened with our experience with Louis and Eleanor. Okay, so basically we started out. Okay, so basically we started out at what was it, Doubletree Hotel.
Yeah,
that's where they said
and
we slept there the night after the concert, and we realized that they weren't staying there.
They were not there.
We go downtown.
I'm not there. We look at like 10 hotels.
We go to 10 hotels, and we finally find Peninsula. We find tour buses. We freak out. Then while we're standing by the tour buses, some guy comes out, really cool looking black guy with an earring.
One earring.
Like, who do you think's staying here? And we're like, oh, One Direction.
We're not sure. Maybe One Direction.
And we're like, what? And he's like, I know the guy. And he's like, you know One Direction?
And we're like, wait.
No. And we're like, is it Drake? And he's like, yeah.
Yep, it's Drake.
That was our first letdown. Then we go to Starbucks.
Still not there for this.
We go to Starbucks.
We had Starbucks.
We walk to Topshop.
And then someone
comes out. They're at Starbucks. We're like, which Starbucks? It's the exact one we had just
So
we sprint back to the Starbucks.
We ran faster than ever run before.
So we slowly walk, going into shops, walk back to the Top Shop. There's another picture of them by the Starbucks.
Yeah, they're at a sign by Starbucks.
We run all the way back there. They're not there.
I'm there now.
Then we see a picture of them at Top Shop, and we're like,
at Watertown.
We're like, oh my god. So we sprint back there. We drove. Oh wait, no, we drove. We drove back to Top Shop. At this point,
we got my mom because we were so confused.
And then we're at Top Shop.
We're in Top Shop.
We went upstairs.
Sydney and Molly go downstairs.
They went downstairs. And so, by the way, we ran into the shop. This guy's like, no pictures and no running.
And we're like, what is this?
Why did we take pictures?
So we go upstairs, and I see Louis and Eleanor checking out upstairs.
She pulls me back. She chokes me.
I kill her. And like, oh my god, and we start freaking out.
Then they text us downstairs, and they're like, they're here, and I had a heart attack, and I'm going up the escalator,
and then they're
coming down, and I was like, oh my god. So we run outside of Top Shop after them,
and we waited them, and oh my god, Eleanor was playing with like the police's baton. It's like,
she's like, do you beat people with this? And the police was like, yeah, and she's like, and she like made this adorable little face.
And then
that same police guard, they got in a taxi, and the same police guard was like,
they're going to Nordstrom.
We went to Nordstrom. And we went to Nordstrom, and we look in the hotel that's in Nordstrom.
We went to so many hotels.
And then we see another picture of them at Navy Pier, and we're like, wait. We get a taxi all the way to Navy Pier. We're walking around. We're sort of on the other side of the Ferris wheel, and then I like spot Louis' hair, and I'm like, oh my god, it's Louis.
Over there. And we sprint over.
They're playing mini golf. They were the cutest thing.
They were adorable.
Then Louis and Eleanor, we were right close to them, and I was like, Eleanor, who's winning? And she's like, I think I am, but I don't know. Now I was being stupid. I was like, you should give yourself more points.
Because obviously in golf,
even though in golf you're supposed to give less points, but whatever.
And then
later, she's like, yeah, I should. And so we had a long conversation.
Oh my god! And then Bella was like, we gave all the boys a bear.
Do you guys still have him?
And Louis goes, yeah, I gave it to Eleanor.
And Eleanor's, but it's still his.
Oh
and we're like, oh my god.
Then we're like sort of walking after them, and they kissed.
Oh my god! And they got a drink, and they were so
had something in her eye, and he was going like this, and then it was just like, we died, and then he pinched her butt twice.
And then later he was like, and she was like,
he blew in her face, and she was like, woo! And she was like, her voice is the most adorable thing.
So then they started walking down the stairs, so of course we had to follow them. And they got in a taxi.
And on a whim, we're just like,
I was like, nope, we're getting in the taxi.
We get into a taxi, and I'm like to the driver.
We get in a taxi behind them, and then we're like, we need to follow our friends up there.
And he's like, you have no idea where you're going?
We're like, no, we
following our friends.
We thought they might be going back to the hotel, so we said, we have to check into their hotel.
So we start making up this story. And we're
like, long story.
Our friends and Noah are going to the hotel. They're from Florida,
and their parents are in Florida, except for Ellie's mom. Ellie's mom's here.
And Noah's gay, and he's dating Harry.
And there's Ellie and
we're driving down, and we get on the expressway, and we're
like not the expressway, but like expressway, like
we're like, we are not going to the right place. Then we realize that
they're heading to the
airport. We could not go to the airport, so we tell the guy, we're like, oh my god, they have no idea where
we don't know where they're going. They're from out of town. We should get off.
We should get off. And he's like, well, I can just pull up and you can talk to them. And I was like, no, we got in a fight at them. We got in a fight with them at Navy Pier. And I actually don't think that's a good idea. We should just let them go to O'Hare because I think the restaurant's at O'Hare.
And then he starts saying that the next stop is like 6 miles away.
And then he starts...
And we're like, Harry, Noah's boyfriend can go pick him up, but Liam will probably end up...
And then he starts texting the other taxi driver
of
like,
Louis and Eleanor's cab.
So the people in your cab know that people are following them. And we're like, oh my God.
And then the thing we saw in Texas, they are in the cab.
And then we saw... We told him, we're just like, you know what, just go. The second we said that we're not following them anymore, he speeds in front of them.
Which we think he knew we were following them and we didn't know them. Because he just like speeds up faster. Oh my God.
And then we start talking about the story. We start dragging the story on and we're like, oh, they're so stupid.
You know, like they're trying to eat at O'Hare.
Yeah, like we eat at O'Hare. And like,
we shouldn't even call them. We should let them
figure it out. Even though they're from Florida. And they were complaining about the weather here because it's too cold.
So basically,
it's like 80 degrees.
Basically the highlights. Eleanor is gorgeous.
She's
Eleanor and Louis did this. They were going like this, and they were cuddling the whole time.
Oh my God, she lost. They were playing ball. She lost her ball. He tried to get it, and then he accidentally like unclipped her purse in his face.
And she was just
like, thought he broke it.
Oh, it was so cute, and he was carrying all. He
carried all the bags for them.
And we talked to both of them, and it was just.
Oh my God,
it was perfect.
He is a gentleman.
Very much so.
So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yep.
Follow me on Twitter.
And then we just ended up back at my house.
Yeah.
Follow me on Twitter.
Yeah, sure.
We'll just post them. Yeah. Okay, bye.
Bye.